Welcome students to Smartboy Finkypants Big Brain School for Small Brain Humies. Because in Roko Parks, we are still doing school stuff remotely. With me is Zork Gordon. Hello! He's here to make sure that you lot are paying attention. And you get what ain't paying attention, or if they ask a really stupid question, Zork and Space Squig and Flyboys over and overhead to deliver grot guider bombs onto the houses of get students. Now, you lot are allowed to chat in the squawk box below and discuss stuff that's going on. But if you want to raise your hand, and then I'll unmute you, and then you can say stuff. All I ask is for a small donation of teeth to keep the school going, and I'll let you ask a question in front of everybody, and I'll answer it correctly on account of being so smart. Since we need to raise a bit more teeth, and because the space squigouts get bored if we don't have no misbehaving students, you can also donate, and they will drop grot guider bombs on anybody that you don't like. Also, make sure you like the class so that more stupid Humies can get smartened up and enroll in Smartboy Finkypants Big Brain School for Small Brain Humies. There's also a link in the description of this class that can take you to the Smartboy Finkypants Big Brain School for Small Brain Humies merch store if you wanted to buy, stuff with the school crest on it. Okay, so today we is gonna do some thought experiments. I'm gonna do chicken or the egg. Now we's gonna do some other stuff. I'm gonna say some dumb thought experiments, and you lot have to say some smart stuff that answers the thought experiment. While we're going on, you can also try to get me sidetracked by asking me stupid questions so I can give you smart answers. But again, if your question is stupid, then you get blown up. Alright, before we get started, let's do attendance. Alright, we got King Lich, he's here. Beware a Nerd, check. Humies, you're back again, alright. The GM is present. Totally not Tracer the Infinite is here. Good thing Tracer's not here. Seth Gunner, also here, present. Jaws, he's here, hello. Still Seth. Edward Rylands, saying squawk, 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 also here. Pilot Jolly Roger, ain't gonna work still, but I gotta try. Let's see. Jed Donnelly, also here. Miles O'Halloran, check. The Gaming Sentinel, check. Wise One, 1494. Alright, that's a pretty good number. Alright, you lot, when anyone else new comes in, you let me know. Oh, Edwin Marancaster, you just made it. You just made it. Anyone else who shows up late, you lot let me know, and I'm dropping the squig bomb on them. Alright. So, we're gonna start with, we're gonna start with what's called the squig in the field. Alright, so there is a runt herd that has a squig that he's got in a squig pen. And the squig gets out of the squig pen and he gets into another runt herder's field. But that runt herder's field is also penned in. And that runner don't mind that the squig got in. So he's like, it's fine. So the second runt herd, has the squig in his field. And the first runt herd is like, well, I gotta make sure me prize squig is in the field. So he looks out in the field to check to see if the squig is there. And yep, there it is. Everything's fine. It didn't get out of the pen. It's just in the other field. So then the first squig runt herd comes back again later to check on the squig, and he looks out into the field, and he sees that the squig is under a clump of mushrooms, big tall mushrooms. And he says, "Oh, look, there's me squig. Look at it. It's got a big ugly purple head and it's got red legs. That's me squig. That's the one." Now, what it turned out was that some grots had tripped and fallen and spilled a bunch of paint over a really big rock that was underneath the mushrooms. So that wasn't really the squig, but that wasn't really the squig that was in the field, but the squig was in fact somewhere else. So the question is, when the runt said, "Oh, there is me squig is in the field." When he said me squig is in the field, is he right? Now, the squig is in the field, but he was looking at something that isn't the squig. So you lot tell me, is he right or not? All right, looks like we got a Humi raising his hand. All right, go ahead. Headmaster, why does the school need a merch store? Because I needs more teeth, and that's a stupid question. Here we go. Got him! Thanks, Dork. All right, let's see. What we got? Burn the field. That's not the question. But you know what? Why do you want to burn the squig? We need squigs. Oh, we got him. Army bones. There we go. Capture it. No, you're not answering the question. You got to answer the question. Crump both squiggers and take their squig. That's a good answer. It depends on what question he was answering. Get a new squig and pretend it's the original. No, the squig is in the field. It's just not where the squigger saw it. All right, repeat the question again. All right, it's all right. Here it is. So, there's a squig. It gets out of the squig pen and gets into another runt herder's field. So we got runt herder 1, runt herder 2. Runt herder 1 has the squig in a pen. Runt herder 2 has a field next to the first runt herder. First runt herder's squig gets out and into the second runt herder's field. And the second runt herder is fine with that. He's like, fine, it's another squig. It's in me field. It's fine. It can stay there. It's all fenced in. Now, the first runt herder wasn't sure, so he went and said, "I'm going to go check to make sure my squig's still there." He looks out, and there it is. His squig's still there. Good. Squig's still there. Leaves. A little bit later, he comes back, and he looks out into the field, and he looks, and he sees his squig underneath a bunch of mushrooms. And he says, there's me squig. It's still in the field. However, that wasn't his squig. That was a rock that was painted purple and red. That was the same colors of his squig. Now, the squig is still in the field. It's just not where the runt herd saw it. It wasn't underneath the mushrooms. So when he said, "My squig is in the field," is he right? So is he wrong because he looked at the wrong thing? Or is he right because the squig is in the field, it's just not where he thought it was? All right, we got someone coming in, raising their hand. Go ahead. I think you get. You owes me 13 teeth. Oh, we'll see about that. York, go ahead. I'm already on it. Ha! Now you don't owe nobody 13 teeth. All right. Go ahead, do your class thing. Well, let's see what everyone's saying. Everyone's still saying steal the squig. Yeah, Rotheads also heard grots. But that's not... Well, if a Rothead to build it by the pay, we'd have that problem. That's also true. He's right. Crushed them all. Army bones again. In order for the statement "it is in the field" to be right and wrong, it has to be a specific question. In this, it poses two separate questions at least. You got to. What do you mean, Seth? You got to keep talking. You either are really close to saying something stupid, or you're really close to saying something smart, and I'm not sure which it is. Oh, it looks like we hit the orphanage again. I broke even more bones. Hold on, we got an extra Grok Guardian bomb. I'm gonna drop it again. Alright, yeah, that put out the fire, I think. Exploded it again, used up all the burny stuff. So the fire's out now. Good. Yeah, we squig hounds running around making noise. Yeah, he's saying that you ain't answered the question yet. If the runt herder thinks the squig is in the field, then it must be. There's some smart thinking. If he says it is, then it is, on account of Orcs is never wrong. That's some big brain stuff. He's riff, but the other is it's stupid. Meadored. I don't know. Ain't nobody answered this question yet. We got one pretty good answer. No, there's not. What if there's a second squig? What do you mean if there's a second squig? Right? You can't change for experiments. This is just about whether the squigard looked into the field and saw a bunch of rocks he thought was his squig. And he says the squig is in the field. Now the squig is in the field, but it's not where he was looking, and it's not the thing he was looking at. Is he right? Oh, Eric Rainer's late. Sorry, Eric Rainer. We got the Grok Guardian bomb coming at you. We don't deal with anyone coming in late. Mr. Reich is also late. No coming in late to class. Oh, Commander Beyblade is late. Tank McDankton, you's also late. All these late students. I told you when we started. We started at Zog o'clock. Got Cameron Christensen, also late. Everyone's late. Marcus and you's late. Shark Legion Kane is late. Everyone, you's all late. Did I get Sarah Kitty? I don't know if I got Sarah Kitty. I'm going to get Sarah Kitty anyways. All right. Jed Donnelly, you got a question. Go ahead. Yeah, you get the squig is purple, but he can't see that. That's a good point. That is a good point. You see, if the squig has a bit of purple on it, then how is he able to see it on account of purple being so sneaky? See, that's the thing. It's not all purple, though. It's also red. Right. All right, let's see. What does Seth say? Well, the rock was the squig to the work he was right, to the orc he was right. When the rock was a painted rock, the squig must have been somewhere else. I don't understand what there is more to think about. There's only one thing to think about, which is he says the squig is in the field. when he looked and saw something that was not the squig in the field, but the squig is in the field. The only thing to think about is he right when he says the squig is in the field, even though he's looking at the wrong thing? So is he right because the squig is in the field, or is he wrong because he's looking at the wrong thing and doesn't actually know that his squig is in the field? Up, we got Road Jaws. He's late. He got exploded. Ember also late. You're getting exploded. Wyatt Booth also late. Too many late gets coming to class, getting exploded. He is right, but not correct. All right, Eric Rayner, you want to explain that? You might be close to saying something smart. You want to explain that right? You want to explain the difference between being right and being correct? All right, Edward Ryland, let's see what he says. The runner, well, you didn't call nothing out, Ro, when I was doing attendance. I started doing attendance and you didn't say nothing. All right, the run-head can't assign what is right or wrong. If it had not been in the field, he would be wrong. So even when it is in the field, he's only right on faulty evidence. Right. I mean, that's the true thing. He doesn't. It is right, but he could be wrong. He don't got the evidence to see that squig is in the field. All right, Eric Randon, maybe he got this. He is right because the squig is in the field, but he is not correct on the exact location. I think that's right. All right, Eric Rayner, I'm going to give Eric Rayner the big gold star, and I'm going to give Edward Rylands, yeah, you get the gold star too. Yeah, I think that was right. What do you lot think? You think they're right? Gold Bad Iron Claw is late. You gets the squid bomb. Let's see. Right, no one else. You got exploded, Gorbad. You got to be on time for class. All right. So that's that one. Is we ready to move on to the next one? Or we got any more? Anyone else got anything to say about the squig in the field? Yeah, I hope you got a lot more stuff to say because I want to explode more of you. Anyone saying stupid stuff gets blown up. What if the squig was a grot with a squig disguise? That's not part of the question. It's not. That's getting close to being stupid. Why is the squig in the field? Because it got out of his squig pen. I told you that. And you late, salty bat. You's late. Technic Studios. You is also late. The field represents a field. Someone explain to Salty Bet what's going on, because they wasn't here at the beginning. All right, go ahead. It looks like the stupid Yumi has to eat the gold star so he violates. Oh yeah, that's probably the best idea. Edward Ryland says it. Yeah, if you get a gold star, probably the best thing to do is eat it, so that way no git can take it from you. And it's not a core. It's a squig field. It's a mushroom field. All right, Chef Cunard says the orc was right because the right thinking to find the squig is knowing where the squig is. So he's right because it is there even though he didn't see it. He was looking at the wrong thing. Why does the guy have such bad eyesight? Sometimes you don't see things, or sometimes stuff looks like something else, or sometimes gets. What was the question again? We're about ready to move on to the next question. I think we got good answers for that. Alright, I think we're ready to move on to the next question. Yeah, let's get some stupid answers so I can blow up more gets. And I'll keep my eye out for any students what's coming in late. And make sure you lot is liking the stream, or else I'm exploding you. Alright, let's move on to the next question. Alright. Hopefully this one has lots less explanation so your tiny brains don't get confused. Oi, squig out! Stop it! Alright, so imagine you got a pile of sand. You know, you got a pile of sand. It's right there. There's a pile of sand. Now, if you take out 1 grain of sand and put it to the side, well, it's still a pile, right? 1 grain of sand don't mean it's not a pile. All right, so imagine you're taking it 1 grain at a time from one pile to the other, putting it in another thing. At what point is the pile not a pile anymore? How many grains of sand makes a pile? How do you define what a pile is? Commander Baneblade says I can't kill him. Well, I'm going to try. All right, let's get a couple bombs going down that way. Get some more. All right, we got someone with the question. Go right ahead. Your empire lives! Wah! Give that student 2 gold stars. What a smart boy that one is. He knows how to do stuff right. Alright. The great and powerful me, you is late. But now that you've been exploded, let's see what you said. It's not a pile when I say it's not a pile. I think that's pretty close to being right. Can you explain that so that the small brain Humies understand? We say, Eric Rayner says lots when there is no sand from the previous pile. So you got it. So it's even if you take all of the grains of sand away, and there's only 1 grain of sand, that 1 grain of sand is still a pile. Is that what you're saying? Because that sounds stupid. Let's see, Marcus. Let's take a look. A few grains of sand makes a pile. Well, what? How many? I can't kill it. I missed. Hold on. We'll keep dropping bombs on Commander Beyblade. See if we can keep dodging. What if you eat the sand? That is not a pile. That's not the question. Yeah, that's not the question. That's getting stupid. Ember, you get exploded. But I didn't tell you to explode Ember. Ember gets exploded. Helios Specialist Arrogant, you is late. It's not the prior pile, but the fraction of sand of said pile is removed each grain at a time. Yeah, that's true. When does it stop becoming a pile? If there's as many grains in a pile as there is boys in a war, then it's a proper pile. That's how you tell. That's not a bad way. That's not bad. All right, here we go. Headmaster, I shouldn't have, but I brought my model of the battleship Theseus, and the last explosion destroyed it. I'll have to use this other model battleship to replace the parts. Now, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the ship of Theseus, which I already talk about in my thing called about the ship of Theseus. Let me see if I can find it. 1 second. I'm going to find it, and then you lot is going to be able to watch it so you can learn how to be smart about the ship of Theseus. 1 second. All right, 1 second. I gotta stop myself from talking. There we go. All right, this is coming in. So that way all of you know about the ship of Theseus. All right, we got Wyatt Booth, who is definitely late. He gets exploded. Blessed brother Caldo, you're late. You get exploded. Let's see. I know I can make a small pile or a big pile. Yeah, but when did it stop being a pile? Let's see. The minimum size of a pile of sand is exactly 4 grains of sand because a sand pile is conical, and to make that shape, you need at least 1 grain on top of a minimum of 3. That's not bad. That's not bad. I think that's brainy. Oh, someone's saying that 3 is needed for a pile. The pile stops being a pile once it stops looking like a pile. That's what I would have said. A pile is a term that refers to a visual approximation of a thing. So you might have 4 grains of sand that's stacked up in like a cone shape, but it don't look like a pile. A pile is defined by its visual look. If it looks like a pile to your eyes, then it is a pile. It is a visual approximation of a thing. So what a pile really is, according to me, Smartboy Finkypants, smartest boy there is, a pile is a continuum. It is like, you know what a continuum is, right? A continuum is a range of stuff. So you could go from one end, which is like a little bitty baby pile, all the way to a great big pile. But if your pile gets too big, you might be talking about a mound or a hill or a mountain. But these things is not rigidly defined. These things is assessed at the spur of the moment without counting it by looking at it. That's what I say. Anyone want to say that I'm wrong or a stupid git for saying that? What if you have someone that disagrees and thinks it's a pile? Yeah, but it won't look. If I don't think something looks like a pile, when you say that is a pile, it has to look like a pile to me. Just looking at it, not counting up the number of grains. Why does it matter when something becomes a pile? Also, why are you playing the explosion rather than actually exploding people? That's a stupid question, Charlie Higgins, and you're late. We're dropping guided bombs on late students and students that ask stupid questions. So you asked a stupid question and you're late. As a Carmack, you is also late. Someone killed Commander Beyblade. I'm pretty sure he's a stupid Pirium Yumi, not a proper Pirium Yumi. He worships the dead emperor. Alright, so those separate piles, those mounds of big words could still be piles. I got a question, when is lunch? Lunch is happening when it is over. Or when I get hungry and start eating your classmates. Let's see. When does a pile become a stack? Usually a stack is like you're talking about one thing. And it's just one thing on top of another, on top of another, on top of another. So if you got like a stack of Smartboy books, That's one book on top of another, on top of another, on top of another. Now, if you knock that stack over, it would likely be a pile. If Bob Squig can't kill him, how are to kill Beyblade? Oh, you lot could be creative. Oh, it looks like someone. Looks like a Smartboy with a chopper is attacking Beyblade. That's good. That's good. Well, the Commander Beyblade did just say something that's correct. There is no lunch for traitors. No traitors to the Imperium. To the Imperium of all kind. You make him invisible, then he's no longer an issue. Alright, get the purple paint. Get the purple paint and purple paint Commander Beyblade. Alright, next Smart Boy question. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Alright, so this is a question that Humies have asked. This isn't really a question. This is a thing to sort of talk about. So, everything that you see is around you. It goes from your eye, and everything you smell, everything you touch is all sensory input from your eyes, from touching stuff, all your senses, and it goes to your brain, and your brain interprets all of everything, and that's what you see. Now, what if some mad dog took out your brain, put it in a vat, hooked it up to a big cogitator, and then made it so that you didn't know that you wasn't seeing anything that was real? What if all of us was just brains in vats, experiencing some kind of simulation of reality? How do we know that we aren't all just brains in vats? And what would it matter? Would it matter if we was? Or is the universe real at all? And how would we ever know that? Alright, so the brains in vat situation is a simulation we just created by thinking. We can trick ourselves as long as we can still crump. Doesn't matter. That's the question. If you get to still kill stuff, does it matter? Now here's a real question. Now we knows that orcs, if you keep an orc in like a tiny room and don't let him fight nothing and just keep him there and ain't got nothing to do, an orc will eventually die. Orcs need fighting to live. If we ain't fighting, then we's dying. So this is the question. If this is all just a simulation, if we's all just brains in jars, will doing the simulation fighting, will that keep the orc brain from dying? How about that one? We knows we are not brains in vats, we are brains in bones. That's pretty smart. That's not bad. That's a pretty smart thing to say. We wouldn't unless the simulation is different to the reality we remember, if we remember reality at all. Maybe. Does Smart Boy have a copper Channeling rod for his weird boy powers? I don't know. Maybe. I'm sure the doc put something in my brain for that. But I don't know. I was unconscious for that bit. Would it be impossible to tell if the brain has started from birth that we would have adjusted to that world? Would it matter depending on the effects of a brain into that? The doc already put my brain in a jar after the last scrap. Are you in trouble then? We'd only know if we're brains in that if the simulation, if we tried to do the brain in a jar experiment. I mean, that's a good idea. Why don't we get some gits and put their brains in jars and see if they can tell the difference? Let's see, just apparently not because the universe would already end because of it. I don't know where you get that. You gotta explain that. That's getting to be stupid. Zork has been very quiet for a while. This makes me nervous. You know, you got a point there, Road George. I need to get up and move me legs around. Hold on. I'll drop by your place. There we go. Let's see. I want to see what do they got going on. I'm going to talk about this one. Finkypants, go get yourself a drink or something. Or eat some meat squig or something. If you're in a simulation, not knowing it's a simulation, then it tricks the brain into being real, so it would work. So you saying if orcs ain't really fighting, if they's only pretend fighting, they ain't gonna die. But what if we's not late? No. Fungus, use late. Fungus, late. What if we's not late, but the signal for the channel takes longer the farther you go? So the tech is late. That means the mech boy is late. No, this is way too late. No mech boy excuses. Dankson, use McDankton, use also late. Alright, we got a stupid Yumi with a question. Quick, Smartboy is about to take a brain out to stuff in a jar. The ancient ceremony of not it needs to be invoked. That's a good point. Last person to say not it is going to get the brain in the jar. Of course, if no one else says not it, then the last person who said it is gonna be the one that was the last one who said not it. Toho guy, use late. Hendrik LeMay, use late. This is how to find out that everyone who's up, Mr. Wright, you look like you might be the last one. I'm just bombing all the ones who was hiding and didn't say they was here for attendance. Alright, Mr. Rock, your brain's getting cut out and going into the jar. Alright, let's hook up the Vox system to it. Alright, we're gonna let the doc work on that for a while. I'm here! I heard me name called! Time to get to work! Yeah, you go ahead and do that. We'll check up on Mr. Rock in a little bit, and we'll see if he can tell the difference between the real world and being the brain in the vat. It ought to take me about 5 minutes to finish the simulation. Good. Guys' Skool is late. You know, maybe we don't drop the grok on your bomb on Guys' Skool. Maybe that's okay. Well, I could drop it on Nelson de Salvatore. The Salvatore. Yeah, go ahead and do that. My brain is already in the jar. I'm a tech priest. Yeah, but you ain't attached to a simulation. Alright, a gas school has permission to crop any given students. Alright, we're dropping the bomb on Guys School. That'd be a good fight, right? Brilliger, use late. Brilliger's late. Everyone's getting blown up. Attach chicken legs to the brain to see how it works. The shark is late. Actually, let's do who was here from the beginning? Yeah, Gaiman Sentinel was definitely here from the beginning. No, Cameron Christensen, you showed up late. Humies was here. Road Jaws, you did not say you was here. Zachary Weaver was there. Yep. Gaiman Sentinel. Edward Ryland was here. We had a lot to get you was here. Yeah, totally not tracing the Infinite was here. Wait a minute. That means that there's some gits that was here at the beginning and then they left. I'm just blowing up all the students what left. There we go. Eric Rayner says he had the Vox open before it began, but that's why you got exploded. THW5, you're late. All right, lots of gates get blown up. I keep trying to learn you lot how to do stuff. Now, a couple things we still haven't done. You lot haven't asked me any questions, and ain't none of you asked for me to blow up someone else. That's another thing you could use donations for. You could use your donation to ask stupid questions, and you could use your donations to blow something up. Christian did bring an important message when he arrived. Yeah, I don't think I blew up Patricia because he did bring a important message. Headmaster, why don't you put mines around the school so students can't skip class without getting crumped? Well, what happens when they leave class and then they get zogged up? All right, this is a good question. Yeah, let's do that one. Can there be truly evil in this galaxy where cruelty is so common? Is it just basically like, is evil real? I'll think about that. All right, we got Edward Ryland. Ask another question. Looks like we got a group of stupid Humies constructed a grot hole to try to survive the guided explosives and try to recruit more students to better the chances. All right. Yeah, I can see them. They're right out there. Now, the thing, what you got to do is you take stick bombs and you chuck stick bombs in there as well. Hold on, let me see if I can get me. There we go. Flinging stick bombs. And another one. We got to deal with that. You can't let students do stuff like that. I can see there are more boys in the chat now. Oh, whoa, they didn't want that. Told you to not autoplay. Whatever. All right, there we go. All right, looks like we got him. Okay, good. There's been a lot of dead students today. I don't know how I'm going to make up the teeth for this. They didn't pay all of their tuitions yet. Right, so we got someone saying the Dark Eldar, the cruelest of all the litter, has to do the Game and Sentinel. Your sentence is really confusing to read because it ain't got no punctuation. The Dark Eldar, the cruelest of them all, Litter, has to do what they do to not go to any hell. The Imperium is on the edge of collapse at any point. There can be evil when it's all there. Can there be evil when it's all survival? I'm blowing you up just because that was really hard for me to read. Well, we got the question from Seth Cunard, which is the Roko's basilisk. All right, so Roko's basilisk. All right, this takes some explaining. All right, so the Roko's. I think this is the way it works. The Roko's basilisk is a big Metal Boy smart machine, and this evil Metal Boy smart machine, the goal of it is to capture everyone in the galaxy and horribly torture them for all of forever, keeping us alive, and just the worst thing ever. If you's an orc, you is forever not fighting, but you can't die. If you's a human, you's forever fighting and being tortured. Whatever the worst thing you could think of, that is what this really super smart computer thingy wants to do. Now, on account of it is the most smartest and bestest, I'm trying to remember how it works. So it's trying to do that. And what I think there's not really a question, because it's like there's this big evil machine thing wants to ruin everything, but it don't exist yet. But because it is so technologically advanced, it can do stuff because it's going to exist in the future. It can do stuff to manipulate the past into making itself happen. Right? Is that what it is? That's what it is, right? I think this gets too complicated because I always forget what is exactly asking. Because it's like, then what do you do? I can't remember what exactly. That's I got to look it up again. All right, we got. I'll look it up in a second. Let me get these boys. Let's see. Go ahead. Yes, I have a dumb question. You have an orc, and you replace its leg with another orc's leg. Then you replace the rest of its limb with the same second orc's limbs. At what point is that orc a different orc? I would say when you replace his brain. I think the brain is mostly where you is. So, if you put a brain in a cyborg body, I don't think you're all that orky. I think the less you lose of yourself, the more you lose of yourself, the less you use you. But, I think the brain is the important part. All right, we got Guy Skool. He himself is saying something. You gets better be learning as I gonna crump you. Wise words as always from the biggest and toughest war boss. Oh, looks like we got Ithaca. Ithaca, Ifa Aqua, use late. Nick Roebuck, I'm pretty sure you're late too. But let me see. Roko's basilisk. I can't remember what you're supposed to do or what you're not supposed to do. Cause I don't. It's too confusing. All right, we got this stupid Yumi. Go ahead, stupid Yumi. Zork, are those buttons on your chest or 6 nipples? I'm not even going to answer that. We're going to do a couple of these. A few stick bombs. Another stick bomb. And one more stick bomb. No more stupid questions. Looks like he got his bones again. Oh, yeah. So that's what it is. Okay, so so that big evil computer thing, the basilisk thing, do you try to help it exist? If you don't, it will torture you if you don't help it exist. So what are you supposed to, that's right. If you help it exist, then it won't torture you forever. That's right. But if you do help it if you do help it exist, if you don't help it exist, then when it does exist, it will torture you forever. That's what it is. I think this is see this is one of the big problem with this galaxy is everyone's like, uh, I need to do this gittish thing because if I don't do this gittish thing, then this really gittish thing's gonna happen to me. But that gittish thing wouldn't happen if nobody was gittish. I think the answer is don't be gittish. So if it's like you got to build the big git machine, or else the big git machine's gonna be gittish to you. Well, if nobody builds the big gittish machine, then it will never exist. That's it. Orchids, you is late. Coming at you, Hawkins. Another late Yumi made sure they got it. But what did he? But he said something. Hey everyone, how's it going? How's war going? I think it's going pretty good on account of we're exploding. A lot of Giddish Yumis was late. Oh, wait. He has an excuse. Go ahead, tell me your excuse. Hawkins, tell me your excuse. Yeah, see, everyone's got a bunch of different ideas. You paint yourself purple and the bastards can't see you. See, there's lots of ways to get away with it. But the Roku's bastard can be a get-stopper machine. Well, then you should just build a get-stopper machine. What came first, the orchid or the spore? I already did this. I did the chicken or the egg, and it still works the same way. Oh, a fancy pirate. Use late. Corey Stiggin. Use also late. So many late boys coming to class late. Gotta get exploded. The basilisk is a made-up git. Always good to explode, boys. I don't know how the orcs came to be made. We just know that the brain boys made us a long time ago. I'm blowing up Commander Beyblade again. He's being too loud. No, I'll tell you don't be a git. Don't build the big git machine because you're afraid of the big git machine. You should always be proper. If ever there's some git who's like, I'm gonna rough you up if you ain't proper and do this gittish thing what I want you to do, tell them to zog off. It don't matter. Even if you end up being put in the big zog off machine, there's no reason to not be proper. And building a big git machine ain't proper. That would be what I would say about that. All right, it's Aqua coming in. Go right ahead. Hey, I got an excuse too. I was bringing more shells for you. Now they got blown up. I gotta go get more. Okay, that's fine. Go get more grot-guarded bombs. I'm running a little low on grots. Yeah, you're excused. No explosions for Aqua this time. Think he has the brain dagger. I certainly try to. I guess it's Catan are kind of like basilisk, but they aren't really omnipotent. I don't know who those are. I haven't heard about the Catan. A cork is something that makes Skool look like a grot. I don't let Skool hear you say that. Oh, me pish. Use late. Anyone showing up late to my class gets exploded. Oh, the crystal gets. Is that who he's talking about? The Catan? Camera Christensen, you had a reason. All right, let me hear your reason for being late. If it's a stupid reason, you're getting blown up. Oh, Peter Guyag he is late. Get her blown up. Is there anyone I missed? Is there anyone who said something that I didn't see? Because sometimes I get to talking. You give me the names of who I need to blow up. Guys, go. I didn't want to say nothing because I thought you knew he was there, but check your backside. I think you might have sat on Macari. All right, Commander Beyblade coming right at you. Oh, the Necrons is the crystal gets. No, I call them Bone Boys. All right, Hawkins, go right ahead. As someone parked their truck in the doorway, had to climb through the window. There's a lot of spikes. I also think your toilet is possessed or something. You want to be students? I don't recognize you. But you made it into the school. That means you have to be at least a little proper. Now take your seat. All right, here we go. Edward, we got another stupid Humy. Go ahead. Yes, will you teach us how to survive a grot-guided explosion? You know what I believe? I believe that experience is the best teacher. Did you survive? Let's try it again. Got to keep you learning. This is a school after all. I teach my students the best stuff. Oh, this is so much fun. One more for good measure. There we go. Alright, now why is Humy stupid? Now I have talked about this also, why Humies is so stupid. And I don't think that Humies is stupid. Humies just don't put their brains to the right stuff. Orcs is smart because our brains is made and put everything is going towards fighting. We know what we was made to do. We was made to go and fight. Humy brains was made to do anything. Now what Humies decide to do with their brains is often bad, stupid, wrong things that makes them unhappy. Humies need to learn how to think proper and call it critical thinking. And then they will be more proper and not so sad and stupid. Alright. If Aqua, go ahead. Yeah, if you aren't smart enough to avoid a grot-guided explosion, that means you've been skipping classes. A good point. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm gonna go make sure nobody's skipping their classes. Looks like he dodged that one. Yeah, clever one, that one. I'll keep making sure he's really learned his lesson. Look at him run. The pain. I can only crawl with the remaining fingers on my hand. Oh, it's always good to be the smart boy. Professor Smart Boy Finkypants. Yeah, that's me. Alright, what about you? Why do you lot think Humies is so stupid? And how do you make them not stupid? See, I think that Humies is not stupid. They just get taught the wrong things, or they learn the wrong things, or they do the wrong things, and they set their brain up to do the wrong stuff. Like, imagine like you had a big, orc is like a boom ducker snaz wagon. It's all built to do one thing: go fast, shoot stuff, crop gets. Now a Yumi is more like a big pile of scrap that you could build anything out of. The problem is that Yumis build themselves into a gittish thing, what makes them stupid. You just got to be smart enough to build your brain right. Everyone is dumb except for Necrons. Nope, that's not right. You's wrong, Trajan. They're totally not Trajan. Oh, we got Skool as a guest speaker. He wants to say something. What did you say about me? What did I say about you? Did I say you was the biggest? I think I said you was the biggest. And I think I told one of my students to not say stuff about you. That was bad. I think one of my students said that you look like a grot. No, he said next to some other git you look like a grot. So yeah, he's right over there. If you got stuff you want to deal with. Oh, you thought you could confuse me. Trippy Tanuki, you're late. You're late for class. No being late. Alright, 7 spare bodies. Can't kill them. Alright, here we go. 1 body down. 2 bodies down. 3 bodies down. We'll just keep doing this till we get all of them. A couple more. There we go. And 1 more just to be good. There we go. Alright, so we got orchids coming in. Go ahead, orchids. I think everyone's stupid, really, especially the Tau. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone that's more gittish than the Tau. Because the Tau don't like being proper, they don't like fighting, they like sitting around and talking about stuff instead of doing things. Almost again, you got to get some more better grots for guiding these bombs. I'm running out of quality grots. I'm sending in the reserves. Oh, well, just send a lot just to make sure that he's dead. Alright, we got me, Pish, coming in. Go ahead. What you said about Yumi mines being like a scrap pile, that is one of the smartest things I ever heard. Of course it's one of the smartest things you've ever heard. There's a reason I got a smart boy school for smart Humies, or for small brain Humies. I'm trying to teach you lot to take your brains, think about what you want to do with them, and then get them to be really good at something so you ain't weird and sad. Yumis are stupid, orcs are smart. I don't think Yumis are stupid. I think a lot of Yumis are stupid because they don't understand how their brains work. What about having snot bombs? That is the idea of running out of grot bombs. Yeah, let's try it. Alright, Cameron, use the volunteer. Let me know if the snot guided bomb reaches you. Alright, Zork, you got it ready? Yep, I got him stuffed inside. He went through a 5-second training regimen. Alright, here we go. Alright, Cameron, did that hit you? If you did not hit you, If it did hit you, I assume you're dead and you won't say nothing. Oh, he's running. I'll try it again. All right, now we get all can say stuff again. Go ahead. You lot hiring? Because my gang's good with bombs. I don't think, well, I'm always looking for good Humies. The Ashman and Grotham's always looking for good Humies in a fight. Yeah, most of the Humies that work for me have already gone through Smartboy school. If you graduate from Smartboy school, then maybe you could teach classes. Oh, it looks like I got him. He said, ow. Let's see, ever talked Frankenstein? I don't know what to say about Frankenstein. What do you want to talk about with Frankenstein? Yep, looks like I got him. Oh, Corey. Oh, no, I did get Corey Stygian. Did that really get you? I think you're late anyway. I'm gonna double it up. There we go. Making sure Corey Stygian, in fact, was able to get exploded on account of being late. Let's see. Took too many shroom squigs and my brain is gettish. That's unfortunate. Looks like I gotta blow up Corey again. Alright, who is stupider, the spiky Humies or the Humies that followed the dead emperor? Well, I think it depends on which of the spiky Humies you's talking about. Now, if you is talking about the Corn Boys, I don't know, they're a lot of fun. They seem pretty proper in its scrap. The Slanesh Boys, they's really weird and giddish. The Bird Boys, they knows a lot of stuff, which I really like. I think the Bird Boys is real gayish. Yeah, it sort of depends on what kind of proper you's thinking. Let me think about it some more. We got Edward Rylands coming in. Oh, it looks like a Run Hood's here. Hey there! I was out here looking for me squig in the field. When I remember that I left me grotch here. They was having a birthday party. I just bought a small cake. Where did they go? York, why don't you take this Runtard and you show him what you did with the grotch that was his. It should be right inside of that shell right there. Yeah, just come on over here. It's right here. Just open up this right here. THW5, I don't remember if I exploded you already, but I'm going to do it just in case. I think the Humies that are following the dead emperor are pretty giddish because they're not following the right emperor. The green emperor is the best emperor on account of green being the best. And their emperor is golden, and our emperor is green and golden. So he is golden and green and the best. Alright, got him inside. Right, I just went in. Oh, there he goes. He just crawled right in. And there we go. You should be able to find the grots. They're all kind of spread out over there. Charles Fortier. You is late. But he's got a question. Which Humies outside of the Impera are the most gittish, which are the most proper? Humies outside of the Imperium is mostly not very proper. The only proper Humi I've seen, I think most of the Space Marines is proper because they're really fighty. And that goes for the Chaos Boys and the regular boys. And I would say that the Catachans is pretty proper, and of course, Old One Eye. He's the most proper of all the Humies. He's the most proper Humi. Alright, there we go. Where are we? Is this Squig Verdire's old church to the Emperor? No, there is no Gog Vandery here. He got exploded. The age of apostrophe is over. Is foresight proper? Let me ask that to you lot. Do you lot think that the blue boy ain't just a git who stands off and uses the DACA, but also gets in and gets crumpy and is proper fighty? Do you think he is proper overall? Oh, Commander Beyblade still causing problems. Got to deal with him. Still love that your name got used in that video. Which one? I don't remember. Very proper, but kind of proper. Yeah, proper. Definitely proper to fight. Yeah, very proper. He's a proper fighter. Definitely proper for blue. That would be what I would say. I think Fallen Knight Tyler, you are late, so you get bombed, but you also gave, I think, the most proper answer. So you get a gold star and you get exploded. Nicholas Sue, you is also late, but let's see if what you said is proper. Is proper food and training important for proper Smartboy Yumi? You get blown up because you're late. But yeah, I would say so. Yumis need to. Orcs knows how to do stuff right away, and we could get better at stuff. Like a mech boy could get better at being a mech boy, but they knows how to be a mech boy, and it's mostly just being alive longer and being smarter and being more proper that lets him learn more things. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the age of apostrophe. Yeah, but yeah, no, but Humies need to be taught how to do stuff because, like I said, the Humies brain is like a scrap heap. You got to build something out of it. So and you build it by training and thinking the right stuff. All right, Hawkins, let's go. So you said green is the best color. Does that mean the Nurgle now? Chili fries are the tastiest snack. So you saying, well, Nurgle is green, but Nurgle ain't a proper green. Nurgle's sort of a sick-looking green. He's kind of pale. He's all mushy, and he's really slow. He's not like, the Speed Freaks is more proper. His boys is kind of lumbering real slow like. They's tough, I guess, but they's really stinky. They're they're not proper green. They're kind of Geddish green. Yellow is Gubbins and it's also Dakar. Because the Bad Moons, and they've got all the best loot. They got all the best. Well, the Death Skulls is the lootiest. But the Bad Moons got the most teeth and they got the best Gubbins. So Yellow is like being rich. It's also really good Gubbins. It's also splody. Wait. Gork and Mork is yellow and blue. Does that mean together they make green? They's both green on account of they is orky and proper. Heard and orc worship Nurgle as a big boss. Sometimes you do get getish orcs and you gotta stick them. Sometimes weird stuff happens, but mostly not. Is gold lumped in with yellow then? Yeah, I'd say so. And House of Swave, you is late. On Tomato, you is late. You got the question as you come back. Mate, it might be, you know, some Git Imperial Inquisitor what's making your thing not appear. Has there been a Slaanesh orc? Not that I've ever seen, but that don't mean no. It had to be a real Git of an orc. Alright, we got Ifakwa. Go ahead, Ifakwa. Yeah, got more grot bombs, smart boy. Could you help me get the one off my back? It bit down pretty hard. Yeah, Zork, you gotta take that. I'll get that off your back there and load it in. Now all I need is another target. Humies is saying, oh, it's not a scam you get. Open fire, you Xeno scam. Alright. Go ahead. Commander Beyblade wants to get shot up some more. Firing the grot bomb. You got the squig bomb. Let's see if we release the squig. Let's try that. Oh, look, there it goes. It's running and it ran underneath a truck and blew it up. Who came first, Gork or Mork? Yes. Gork came first, but Mork also came first. Question is, everyone knows there's no such thing as too much Daka, but can you have too much chopper, and how much chopper is too much chopper? Been trying to ask you for the past hour. There ain't no, you can't be too choppy, you can't be too stompy, you can't be too Daka, you can't have too much Daka. In short, you cannot be too proper. If you is being proper, you can always be more proper. Do I got a pencil? Yours broke from the explosion. You need to come prepared for class with more than one pencil. Let's see. What is the best Humie shooter? I like the bolter. That's a pretty good shooter. But I would say it would be the big torpedo launchers on the big Humie ships. They shoot the biggest Daka. I think that's my favorite. The Daka what is like the size of a building. Daka that's like 20 meters tall. Melter's pretty good. I like multi-melters. Oh, Natalie, you was late. You was late to class. Well, let's see what you said. Alright, I bought a bunch of slicey bits to go on the front of the ramen trucks and all the fuel to make those same trucks explode much better. Wait, this isn't MacBoy Truck Tinkering Area. I think I'm not. Oh, oops, I blew up the wrong person. Let me see if I can unblow you up. No, that just blows you up more. Zork, what is your favorite squig? Oh, that's easy. Squig-offs. Ain't nothing bigger or stompier or more orky than a rampaging squig-off. Let's see, is it a good idea to add wings, jet engine, and more guns to be battle wagon? Well, yeah, that sounds awesome. That sounds dead proper. William Bowes, you is late. What about Skool? He's stompier than a squig and meaner. Yeah, but the question was, what was my favorite squig? And Skool is not a squig. Yep, and for to get his question, you get her blown up again. Professor Finky, how big of a thing can you explode with your brain, Daka? I don't know. I probably could explode a lot, but if I tried to do that, I think I would explode myself. So I might do that, go out with a bang. Owen Wagner, you is late. Let me drop the bombers too. There we go. What defines a squish? Usually when you get when something falls on you and you go squish. So something's going to crush you, and you're going to make the squish sound. I think what defines a squish? It's the thing that sounds like when it goes squish, it goes squish. I think that's pretty easy. Also, I already blew you up out your suave. Oh, what defines a squig? A squig is a thing what ain't a orc, what ain't a grot, but grows out of the ground, and it's a squig. It's like, what's an animal? That's like the Humie word is animal. For orcs, it's a squig. If it's not a grot, a snotling, or an orc, it is a squig. I think the easiest answer is a squig is a stomach on two legs, and then it could be other stuff too. Will this all be on the test? And by test, I mean being thrown into a pit with more bitey grots later. Yeah, it'll be on the test. Nick Fulton, and I think Nick Fulton is late. Here we go. I don't remember if I blew you up already, but I'm going to do it again anyway. All right, here we go. Go ahead, Nick Fulton. Hello, is this the Morky Gorky Pizzeria? I would like 20 large ham squig and pineapple pies, and 15 bottles of orc beer, and a side of squig wings. York, can you go ahead and take care of him? Way ahead of you. All right, now we got Hawkins. Go ahead, Hawkins. Yeah, have you ever eaten a weird squig? If not, I will. Yeah, I ate a weird squig. That's why I got weird boy powers now. If you eat a weird squig and use a Yumi, I do not know what's going to happen. But I always encourage experimentation, especially among the stupider and more useless students, on account of they might explode or they might suddenly become useful. Let's see. Nicholas Sousa, did you hear of the proper game of the Humies are making shooters blooded teeth? Yeah, I saw that. I might try that out when it comes out. Yeah, we might do the stream, and then you look and see us playing the game. Well, let's see what else we got. Any new people? Owen Wagner's right around on fire. The orcs have something as crappy as exterminators, Daka. Yeah, we got rock exterminators. You drop rocks on a planet until it explodes. But that way you also get into the fight. Which, let's see, open fire on Xeno Scum. Dealing with Commander Beyblade still. Can Yumis use Orc Boy shooters? Generally not. They're usually too big. Yumis ain't strong enough for them. But let's use a really strong Yumi. And they don't seem to work as well for some reason. Yeah, it's enough thinking for today. I'm going to leave and do stuff to do. Emperor protects. Alright, leaving class early. Actually, my brain is starting to get a little urgy myself. We've been talking about thinky stuff for a while. And I think that most of you lot know, learned a bit of things. Before you go, make sure you look at the stream. We got a pretty good number out there. We got 41 boys. Hey, someone left. Someone left before they were supposed to. Class, I didn't dismiss class yet. Somebody else left. It's now down to 39. Alright, I got one. Who would win the fight, Skool or Primal? Well, I think it'd be real interesting to find out. Skool, you got to pick a fight with one of the Primals. See who wins. Alright, I'm going to say that we're going to wrap this up. Make sure that you do all of your homework, and if you don't know what your homework is, you're already probably going to get exploded. Alright. Good luck, students. I expect to see you back here in a couple of days with your finished projects. And I want you to tell me how you is building up your stupid Humi brains into something proper. Remember the scrap heap. Your brain is a scrap heap. I want you to tell me what you built out of it so far. All right. So long, all of you. Zork, go ahead and blow up some of them just for good measure. Yeah, with pleasure. Here we go. Whoa! Oh, this is great. More explodey. Throw the stick bombs. Throw the stick bombs. Alright, I'm gonna go find something else to fight. Alright, you lot, get out of here. Go away. Leave. So long. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Adieu. To you and you and you and you and you. Bye.